You've had a distinguished military career. 24 years. You served in Kosovo and Iraq, Haiti. This is something that you talk about, that you should be very proud of. I think that your constituents are proud of you. Both the Republican and the conservative candidates have come out against this so-called Ground Zero mosque. It is clearly well within the rights of this Muslim community to build this community center under the Constitution. So, as someone who has fought for the Constitution abroad in the military, how can you defend or align yourself with that kind of thinking?
Susan, it's not a question of what can be done. It's a question of what should be done. The imam here...
you believe it could be done, though?
Well, how we approach it legally needs to comport with equal protection under the law, and I've said that all along. I think this is a question of what should be done. You know, you look at the imam here, Imam Faisal Abdul Raf, and he states that the intent behind this, behind the mosque and the community center, is to help the healing process. If that's truly his intent, and we take him at his face value, and it's a noble goal, then he needs to change his concept. Because right now, it's not bringing us together. It's tearing us apart. What I recommend that he do is he calls on Jewish leaders and Christian leaders to join him. And instead of building a mosque, he should build a center that, first and foremost, is a memorial to those who lost their lives on 9/11, and then is intended to try to bring peace and understanding for all religions. That's something that I think would be very helpful.
It is a community center and not a mosque. It's a community center with a prayer room.
Well, so it should not be a far walk between what he's proposing and what I recommend he do. Again, he should bring in Jewish leaders, Christian leaders, and it should be in that way. It should celebrate all religions in hope for more peace and understanding in the world.
I just want to ask you one more question that has to do with this, and then I want to talk about health care and taxes. But this is, it's just touching some nerve with me that Palin and Newt Gingrich, the former Speaker of the House, let's talk about Newt Gingrich for a second. He endorsed Dinesh D'Souza's new book, which was featured in Forbes, cover story in Forbes. This is a book called The Roots of Obama's Rage. I just want to give a quote here. Our president is trapped in his father's time machine. Incredibly, the U.S. is being ruled according to the dreams of a tribesman of the 1950s, this philandering, inebriated African socialist who raged against the world for denying him the realization of his anti-colonial ambitions, blah, 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 blah. Of that book, Gingrich says it was the most profound insight I have read about Barack Obama. You know, I think that there has to come a point at which you have to distance yourself from this kind of rhetoric.
And I do. I don't think that's helpful. What I think has bipartisan support right now, I'm sensing it on the ground. Republicans, conservatives, independents, Tea Party movement followers, and Democrats looking for a better way, is we need to get our private sector economy going, and we need to balance the budget by reducing spending and protect our freedoms. These are the things that I hear consistently, regardless of party, throughout the 20th District. So no, I don't align myself with that kind of rhetoric. I don't think it's helpful. Do I occasionally hear from voters, they say, you know, Obama's trying to tear down America? I don't agree with that. I don't think he's ill-intentioned. I think he's ill-advised, and I think there's a difference.
Would you say that Carl Palladino is ill-informed if he says he doesn't believe that Obama is truly a Christian?
I would tell you I don't know enough about where Carl Palladino is on the issues.
That's what he said. That's a quote.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to respond until I've had a chance to meet him.